Just 4 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Here's Red. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Ball left side. And there's the screen. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Howard. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Offensive rebound.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Drills it from deep.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Pass to Red. Back to Paul. Portland moving it around. Toronto grabs the miss.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Towns outside. Here's Ball. Boy, he just disappeared against Memphis. They needed him. Shot on the wing. Howard grabs the miss. Here's Red. Pounded by Ball. Pass to Howard. Over Edwards. Here's Malone. Lets the three fly. Red can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ball. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Malone. Three-pointer. Tipped. And here's the fast break. Oh, it's stolen. Howard with the ball. Towns covering. And some solid defense from Towns. Edwards against Paul. Outside Edwards. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Toronto, no good. And it's Butler with the ball for Portland. Down low to stop the drought. Deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Toronto. And also a switch here for Portland. Beals checked in. Toronto trailing. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
And the Trailblazers shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Beal outside. Howard with a screen on Edwards. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Portland has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Paul. Wide open. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, Paul's focus is always on playmaking, but that doesn't mean he won't find his own shot out there.
Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to Howard. Now Paul. 6 to shoot. Howard with a screen on Edwards. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Ball against Morant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Red pass to Malone. Now here's Beal from outside the arc. Rebound Toronto. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Edey's checked in for Toronto. Smith comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Beal. No made baskets yet. Wallace. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Morant looking for an opening. Beal against Edwards. Beal, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
George outside. Portland grabs the miss. Inside. Here's Mashburn. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland ahead. They lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
McDaniels out there with Smith. Then there's George. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. The Raptors shooting the rock well at 46%. Richardson, no good. And Portland's shooting around 41%. Steps back. Mashburn, the pass to Wallace. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
I like when George uses the shot fake to his advantage because he's good at fooling the defenders.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
A nice shot by Abdul Rauf. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. And here's Morant outside. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Red. Here's Abdul Rauf. Off target with the 3.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Guys, back over to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Edwards, he's checked in for Ja Morant. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller? You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Free throw line jumper. Again, the miss by Portland. Raptors lead by 4. Here's Edwards.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Back to Wallace. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes both free throws. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Pass to Red. And the jumper is on the mark.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Ball. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Red. Beal outside. Takes the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Ball. Give him 8. Ball outworks the contact inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Shoots over Ball. Abdul Rauf, no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Beal. Pass to Red. Here's the 3. Paul George pulls it in.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Here's Ball. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And he drops the first. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Yep, that one goes. Mashburn's got his second basket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high-percentage shots.
Ball taking his time here. Puts up a 3. Mashburn grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 3. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Wallace. And he dunks it down. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Ball. Oh, Ball soars in.
And there's the athletic grace of LaMelo Ball. Poetic.
And so it's Ball who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice move. Oh, with the athletic finish.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
Blazers trail by 5. Beal left side. And stolen by Morant. Poke loose. Smith passes to Ball. Pass to Edwards. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Ball with another miss. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Paul's got space. From the high post, he drills it. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Paul loves that area of the floor. A mid-range jumper for him is practically a layup.
To the middle. In transition, here they come. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Basket's good. And it's now only a 1-point Raptor lead.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Ball. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over to the wing. Mashburn, the pass to Paul, hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Well, Chris Paul's always been able to attack in the lane and find room to score.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Toronto. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the...
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Taking a look here now at Toronto. They didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shaking off that rust, Shaq. And I think the second game...
And now let's focus on the Trailblazers. At halftime now, it's been a tight one.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean...
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court right now for Portland, we've got Butler, Dwight Howard out there with Chris Paul, and it's Malone in at power forward. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Howard. Portland moving it around. Back to Butler for the tie. Rebound by the Raptors. Now Morant. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And the Trailblazers shooting at about 44% so far. No good. That would have tied it. Toronto leading by 3. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. It counts! And the foul! It goes on Chris Paul.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
And stolen by Morant. For 3, George. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Paul passes to Red. Here's Malone. he drops it in from the low post. Malone's got his second basket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the inside, Howard. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he goes to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Towns outside from downtown. Portland with a rebound. Howard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. And that's now 8 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Toronto making a switch here. Morant checked in.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Butler. Let's go with a 3. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture things.
Outside Paul. Howard with a screen on Morant. Here's Paul. And it's Portland scoring again. Raptors trail by 7. Edey with a screen on Paul. Morant with it. And Howard picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, Edey's a good man to have in the pick and roll. A big, strong guy who relishes contact.
Paul passes to Red. And they call an illegal screen here.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in the second half.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Portland making a switch here. Beal's checked in.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Red can't get it to go.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Getting a good look, Edwards.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Toronto. Towns a screen on Beal. Edwards looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Malone. Again, the miss by Portland. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. George with it. Give him 8 points now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Over Howard. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Here's Malone. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Back to Beal. Puts up a deep three. Here's Wallace. And he jams it home with authority.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He's guarded by White. To the right side. Here's Malone. And a nice finish on the layup. Malone's got 8 points here in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
White, the pass to George. And that one drops for him. George has got 13.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Portland ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. LaMelo Ball is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Smith. And it's Richardson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Smith passes to Ball. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Portland making a switch here. Portland leading by 4. Abdul Rauf pass to Beal. Offline with a 3.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Smith with a screen on Beal. Here's Edwards. Portland with a rebound. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the left side wing. There's a screen. All sorts of time. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Malone's got 12 points here in the second half. Now here's Ball. Tightly guarded. Richardson for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Butler. Here's Malone. Covered by Smith. Fades. Malone can't get it to go.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. The shot off that time. Trailblazers lead by 3. Mashburn, the pass to Malone. Beal against Edwards. Beal outside. Pass to Malone. Rebound Toronto. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Ball. Now here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's ball. Hauled in by Paul. Trailblazers lead by 4. The 3 ball. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. George outside. The 3 drains the triple.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Great open look there. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Towns a screen on Paul. The kick out to Edwards. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Outside Butler. Lets it go from deep. And he can't get that one. Toronto has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Ball passes to Edwards. To take the lead. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Blazers substitution. Number 9.
Here's Paul. Yes! Using that window!
No stranger to the bright lights. CP with the slow heartbeat on the big play.
And here's Ball, and he drives in. Dives for it. Now Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Goes again. And he lays it in.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Ball against Paul. And he gets it from 15.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
And he nails it.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
1:36 left to play in the 4th. It's good! Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Now here's Ball. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength yet.
Ball against Ball.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Left side, Edwards.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Towns on a screen. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that in a leader.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Malone, covered by Towns. Here's Malone. Going inside, and timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Butler with a steal. He's off from 3. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. We've got Dwight Howard, Butler out there with Chris Paul, and it's Red in at the 2 spot. Here's Malone, covered by Towns. Oh, no good! Toronto has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Oh, the shot is off! Here's Malone, covered by Towns. Yes, sir, with the 3!
Yeah, playing off ball. We've seen more of this over the latter part of Paul's career.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Raptors.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Paul! Can't get it to go. Toronto trailing. Now Ball. Now Towns. Outside ball. Clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Portland, they've gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. From 6 feet, and the basket is good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Outside ball. Here we go, all alone. And it's Howard off the drive.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Well, it cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And that's in.
Almost any time he gets the look he wants, he hits it.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Got a piece of it.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on it.
Going to work in the low block.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving, no doubt, in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now the Blazers moving it up. Butler finishes the job.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Edwards, there's the block. Butler taking his time here. Here's Malone, guarded by Edwards. The bucket is good!
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce.
And I like some money tonight. And again, I can be. Mommy, I know it's 2 a.m. no stress. At 3 that kick in, and 30 you feel you best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a low, be the best. I'm looking at her, when her son turn into you. Now you start, my mind is it you, is it her? We brought to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's a leak. I make it. Bon appetit when I feast. Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a Venice, especially in this Cabriolet Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you by the Terrell? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there, is there some room for me? Baby, do tell. Tell me that you still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 1-on-1, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in someone. But then again, I can be.
Time to turn the heat up like it's Bali. Throwing all these bands while we in. Horseman on my emblem, but it's headless. You've gone out, we driving down to Venice.
She's so good at what she do, I might bust a move. Driving on the lock while I sprinkle. How come when I'm the only time you need me? How come when I'm popping is the only time you see me? She's so good at what she do, ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. I don't trust in all so many photos that I cropped.
DNA in my jeans, yeah. Bought myself a pair of Balmain jeans, yeah. Remember when I traveled with that ball, yeah. Remember when I served on that, yeah. Mixing up that rap with Dom Margiela. Walking past my ex, now she get jealous. Wait, hold I had to put down on that Rari. Wait, hold I did that V-Long like I'm Barry.
Pull up on the plug, let him know I need a. Don't ask for a no, I'm not. If she come into the crib, then she know that it's a pine thing. Then pass it to my spine. You try to dap me up after the show. No, 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 no. You wanna, yeah, you wanna. No, 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 no. She's so good at what she do, I might bust a move. Jobbing on the lock while I sprinkle. How come when I'm the only time you need me? How come when I'm popping is the only time you see me? She's so good at what she do, ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. I ain't with no. I don't trust in now so many photos that I cropped.
I just ordered 2 more, now I got 3 different watches. See my haters talking, make sure that they watching. Real bosses listen, talking money when I'm talking. Ride for Ricky when I'm walking. Wildin' like I'm Stone Cold Steve in Austin. Just pass me the. I don't know how much I. This and Derek, that ain't wise. Chicken in the pot, got your girl watching my. In New York, I merely rock. He can't hide it in his sock. I am not a rapper, all these other rappers soft. They hoping I fall off, but I'm at the top, I'm just a brown boy from the block.
She's so good at what she do, I might bust a move. Jobbing on the lock while I sprinkle. How come when I'm the only time you need me? How come when I'm popping is the only time you see me? She's so good at what she do, ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. Ain't no room for talking. I ain't with no. I don't trust in now so many photos that I cropped.
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. With P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP-SE-LV. I can show you how to if you let me. I monogram like confetti. Ready. She leaning on Celine cause she ain't stepping in Giuseppe. Like each Pirelli. I got 8 of them, call me and
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Smith. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Edwards. And it's George in at the small forward. And for the Kings, they've got Johnson. Chamberlain is out there with Pierce. And it's Chenier in at the 2. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. Ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Pierce with it. George picks him up. Here's the pass to Chenier. Johnson outside. Shoots the 3. Here's Chamberlain, who's back up, and it's good on the way in. Chamberlain got the first basket of the game for the Kings. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Ball. Out to Edwards. Smith sets the pick for Edwards. Clock is at 3, and Edwards slams him in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Pass to Bennett. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Chamberlain. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Chamberlain, misses the baby hook. To the middle, here's Johnson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
You know, Richard, the Sacramento Kings are an organization that has faced heavy criticism for their decision-making.
Look at the players they've missed out on the draft, the stars that they've traded away, as well as the coach that they fired. Short-term thinking has done major damage to their long-term success, if any.
And so here's Toronto. The Kings getting the bucket.
Good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense.
Here's Chenier. Johnson outside. To the inside. And it's Pettit missing.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Ball from long range. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Chenier. Here's Chamberlain. Outside, Pierce. Now, here's Johnson. To the paint. Here's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Chamberlain.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. 6-point game. Pass to Smith. Now, here's George. Defended by Pierce. Smith sets the pick for George. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And no good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Edwards. And the shot goes in.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Here's Chenier. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Davis is checked in for Sacramento. Free comes in for Johnson. A new group in now for the Raptors. Towns, he's checked in for Smith. Richardson comes in for George. White, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Ja Morant in for Ball. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Richardson for 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Now the Kings with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Ja Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back over to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That one misses. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
Pierce. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Pierce. Morant kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. The kick out to Towns. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Davis, the pass to Free. The three, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Morant dishes to White. Pass to Towns. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Chamberlain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chamberlain got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Lucas is out there with Pierce. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's World B. Free, and it's Davis at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Kaman's shot is good.
And uses that size to just bully his way around. Kaman not scared.
Here's Morant.
Oh, nice finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pierce with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson, he's checked in for Free. And Toronto also making a switch. George is checked in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
The offensive rebound. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's sent back by Kaman.
Love seeing this type of energy on defense from Kaman. Excellent swat there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Edwards to the left side wing. Towns for 3. Chris Kaman with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pass to Lucas. Here's Davis. Edwards defending. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the score?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Now, Pierce, following the miss by LaMelo Ball for... deep, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Pierce, and it's sent back by George. Outside Edwards. And again, Toronto no up. Kings leading now by 12. Always going up for the alley-oop here. There's Ball with the 3, and the Raptors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Johnson. Ball finds George. Another miss. And they've really hit a rough patch here. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. And it's good, 2 points. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Lucas with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Ball gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Johnson, the pass to Lucas. Here's Pettit. Over Smith. Again, Sacramento.
And points in the paint are sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but it doesn't matter.
George is checked in for Toronto. Derek White comes in for Edwards. Now here's Ball. Guarded close. And Ball slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Now here's Johnson with some arc. Sacramento moving it around. Davis, that's for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Raptors trail by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the
Ball kicks to George. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Chamberlain. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
outside, Ball. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Johnson surveying the floor. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now, here's Ball. And it's Abdul-Jabbar atop the key. Another shot. Kareem unstoppable inside.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Chamberlain, the pass to Chenier. Back to Chamberlain. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Down low. And then Smith with the dunk.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Johnson against Ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Ball's knocked loose. With 4 seconds on the clock, he takes it up and lays it in. Chamberlain got 8 points here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. One team is driving and the other, well, they're just being driven.
Rough road ahead, Ernie. Check your tires.
Uh-oh. One of these teams got a flat, and it doesn't look like they have roadside.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Raptors.
Defensively, play like you care.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So for Toronto right now, Paul George is out there with Smith. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Kareem, and it's Ball in at point guard. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Johnson, the pass to Pettit. Outside, Pierce. 5 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Ball, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
Johnson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 6 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's George. Hasn't made one yet. And the lead is down inside single digits.
line him up and knock him down. You know PG is good to drill a handful of threes when he steps on the floor.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now ball to the inside and stolen by Chamberlain. Johnson attacking. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Smith surveying the D. And here is ball. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Johnson down low. He's covered by Ball. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Inside and stolen by Chamberlain. Ball against Johnson. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Ball. There's the drive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Defense tries to shut Ball down, but he takes the contact and gets the shot in the air.
Davis has checked in for Dennis Johnson. And he makes both free throws. Kings leading now by 11. Outside, Pierce. There's a screen. To the middle. Takes it from 10. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Toronto. Into the lane. Pass to George. A 3-ball. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
This is a guy who knows his shot inside and out. George gets the ball and knows what to do with it.
Here's the pass to Chenier. That one falls. And the Kings lead by 10.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Towns, the screen. Morant kicks to Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Pass to Chenier. Chamberlain with a screen on Morant. Chenier, and down in the low post. It goes. Chenier's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Davis with it. He's picked up by White. Davis against White. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Richardson for three. Here's Chenier, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 12-point Kings lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
We know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
George with the screen on Davis. The three from Morant. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good by Pierce.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is, and it's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
Raptors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
McDaniels outside. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Sacramento. They lead by 13. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Free. Davis is out there with Lucas. Then it's Johnson, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's World B. Free. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Chamberlain, no luck. Raptors trail by 16. Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. The Raptors making a switch here. Smith has checked in. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Free against it. Free can't get it to go. Toronto shooting at 50% in a decent group. Out to Edwards. Looking to get it. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Count it. Chamberlain got 24.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Raptors. They trail by 16. Pass to Smith. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Davis, and the layup falls.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Smith sets the pick for Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast. For that one.
Johnson, the pass to Free. Back to Johnson. Here's Free. Sacramento moving it around. Shot clock at 5. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Here's Ball. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Outside, Pierce. Driving in. Pass to Lucas. Can he keep it going? The shot by Pierce, no good. Raptors trail by 18. Now, here's Ball. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Johnson. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Ball in the corner. That Ball's nice feed that time from George. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
For 3, Edwards. Pettit grabs the board. Pettit's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pierce kicks to Johnson. Right wing. Lucas, the pass to Pettit. Bucket is good. And the Kings lead by 17.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
There's Ball with the 3. Great D that time from Johnson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Edwards passes the ball. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Edwards can't hit.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Johnson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Chamberlain's checked in for Sacramento. Raptors trail by 19. Out to Edwards. Smith for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Ball against Johnson. It's good. Ball's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Chenier. Edwards defending. Here's Pettit. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And the Raptors making a change here. Towns is checked in. Buries it from 3-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Chamberlain dishes to Pierce. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the clock, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. Here's Pierce, and the layup is good.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Goes up on the wing. Pettit grabs the board.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Edwards against Johnson. Here's Pettit. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Edwards. Towns down low. Chamberlain on him. Towns, no luck. Johnson outside. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by... At this early stage of the season, What do you think are the most important things for teams to focus on, Lex?
Well, I think familiarity with new teammates. So you're trying to find that rhythm and flow on both ends of the floor. There's no substitute for real in-game